I worked my tails off.
I'm just glad to get my husband back.
Why do you look so much shorter? You look like you're short, and I look like I'm...
I am short.
Oh, you are short. Holy cow.
Hey guys, welcome back to Our Family Nest.
Welcome back.
It's Ken and Candy here, and I told you guys a while back that you were going to be having a conversation with Ken in an upcoming video. He has some stuff he wants to share with you.
What's the conversation? Are they having a conversation?
Well, no. Oh, yeah, that's so true. I guess it's not really a conversation. I guess it's an update. We just have a lot of stuff to share with you guys today, so we're just going to jump right in.
If you guys remember, I don't know, way back, Candy and I were talking about some other businesses that we were doing. I never shared any of it with you guys. I'm actually going to share you the end of it because I'm done doing it at this point. So we've been, I know at least I have been for the last 8 months, really working my tail off with my recruiting business as well as some other things, and it's time to kind of shift gears again. And what I wanted to do is kind of share with you what I've been doing, even though it's kind of irrelevant now other than the fact that I've got to build something really cool for myself. So this is what I've been doing behind me. This is sports memorabilia. Those behind me are mini helmets, and those are full-size helmets. And then I kind of built this little room.
And they have signatures.
They do have signatures. They do have signatures. So what I've been doing is selling sports memorabilia for the last 8 months. It's been fun, but the novelty kind of has worn off, I guess. It was fun. I sold a bunch, had a lot of fun doing it, and built this really cool collection behind me here. We've been kind of talking a little bit about what's next for Ken and Candy. She's got some big news for you. What's your big news?
Well, with all the changes that we've been talking about making together as a couple, which we'll get into in a second, I am actually going to be closing down our clothing boutique, Ivy and Sage. And I say that it might just be temporary, that maybe someday it will reopen back up.
Which is the same thing I keep saying too.
But it really has been hitting me lately when, like, I just noticed a couple things happen. Like, Carly would come into my office and I was packaging orders and she was like talking to me about some important stuff, and it was just like, my kids are all gonna be gone and moved out of this house before I know it, and I really just felt like I'm working all the time. And that was kind of a conversation that both of us had, was we're running so many different businesses and working so much. Like, at some point, enough is enough. I mean,
at first I loved doing it, right? And you did too, just like any job.
I used to tell my mom would be here and my phone would go off and like an order would come in for Ivy and Sage, and I would say, this makes me more excited than even getting views on a YouTube video.
Right.
But as time had gone on, and then you guys know not too long ago I went into some local clothing boutiques, and you would have thought when I walked in the door I would have felt inspired to like want to open my own store someday. And all I could think about as I looked around the room is, this is a lot of work for very minimal return.
Right.
Compared to the businesses that we've had in the past, it's a lot of work for the profit that you see at the end of the day.
So it's really, I think this is the hardest part. You know, we keep saying, well, it may not be completely over, because I don't think either one of us are quitters.
Right.
And I think,
but I don't feel like I'm quitting.
I don't either. I just feel like there's a pride thing here. It's like, all right, I did this and I'm like giving up on it. You feel a little bit defeated, I guess. It's just like,
I don't really feel that. I feel, I don't want to say privileged, but I feel like lucky that I get to try all these different things.
True. So anyways, I wanted to kind of show you some of the stuff that I have here, if you're interested in this kind of stuff. These are called mini blaze helmets. They don't make them anymore. They're very hard to find. They're all signed. If you look top left, you got Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, Gronk. I mean, I can go through the whole list of them. So I have
maybe someday you'll do a football helmet video collection.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But anyways, these are all really hard to find. This is a pretty prestigious, in the world of collectibles, a pretty prestigious collection. I know a lot of people that would die to have this, and not many people have all 32 NFL teams signed by pretty much big names. I mean, you got Drew Brees, you got Christian McCaffrey, Barry Sanders, Mike Singletary, Emmitt Smith, Peyton Manning, I'm sure you know that, and John Elway. And then obviously I have, you know, the stand here. You guys know I'm a Dolphins fan, so you got a lot of Marinos, and Barry, you know, since we're close to Detroit, you got Barry Sanders.
Hold on a second. You gotta mention that there's actually helmets behind the helmet.
All right, those are the hidden helmets.
What the heck?
Those are the ones that I gotta have.
Helmets behind the helmet.
All the way, yep. But they're all.
I just put my fingerprints over.
That was Isaac Rochelle. I think I shared that in the video, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay,
yep.
so. And everything's drywall just in this little area.
This was that area of the basement that we were finishing, but we never told you what it was for.
Yeah. So now once I'm done with the collectible stuff, I'm going to kind of probably move my office into this area for now, and we'll kind of go from there. Just kind of discussing, you know, what's next. What are we going to do together? What's our next venture? Obviously, we're still doing YouTube. I'm still doing recruiting. But what else? And I was just thinking to myself, all right, we're thinking about what's that. Well, why do we have to figure this out now? We've spent the last, I've worked harder in 2020 than I've worked in my entire life. And I'm thinking, why? Why does there have to be, what's the next business that we're gonna do together? I think financially we're okay.
You have to explain, we have these personalities that it's never enough.
Right.
It always has to be, well, we should try this. Or did you hear so-and-so's doing this? We should try that.
Right.
No matter how much we're working, we're always still thinking about
what's next?
What else can we do?
Right, what's next?
And it's like, I don't know, part of it was, I just had my 48th birthday. You're gonna be 47 in December. Like I said, I mentioned the kids a little bit ago, and it's like,
you know, even with YouTube, what do we, maybe a year and a half? I mean, Carly's at what age, and Chase, so that's why we're always thinking of what's next. What can we get our hands in to protect ourselves financially for what's next? Because neither one of us, quite honestly, want to ever go back into corporate America again and get jobs. I mean, that's been that's the best part of my life right now, is not having to work for somebody. So I told her, I said, you know what, if I look at everything that I have, most of it's stuff, right? Stuff's not important. I mean, I have 4 healthy children. You know, I still have my dad alive. You still have your mom alive. We're okay financially. Well, what's the one thing in our life that we don't have, or that we want, that we don't have? And for me, it's, I mean, you just talked about age, 48, 47, is we are not healthy, right? And I know some of you guys are Ken and Candy, the roller coaster diet people.
How many times?
How many times? Up and down, and we got OFN weight loss friends, and we've been on diets, we've exercised, we've not exercised, but we are stuck, and it is hard. This is the only thing in my life that I have not been able to change,
to succeed
or to make work, or to succeed.
And what's crazy, if you look at Our Family Nest and you look at our playlist and you go back, losing weight was kind of one of the reasons I started YouTube to begin with. It was some of the first videos that I made back in 2012.
Right.
I was making weight loss videos, and I weigh more now than I did 8 years ago.
Well, we even started OFN Friends. We were on it, and then what happened is we got so dang busy with all these businesses we were running that it just, I mean, I couldn't breathe there for a while. I mean, I was eating dinner at my desk on a daily basis.
Even, how many months ago was it that Don came into our house and helped us set up that workout schedule? Was that like 2 months ago?
Yep.
And we did it there for a while on our own.
Yep.
Our biggest hurdle was we could never do it together, because when you wanted to do it, I was busy.
Yep.
When I was doing it, you were busy.
Right. And the biggest thing is it's like, all right, this is on my schedule today. I'm gonna work out, whatever. Real quick, just let me check my email. Wrong. Boom. Next thing you know,
or I got orders to pass.
Or it's 2 hours later, and it just never happens. So we're gonna work. I told Candy, I'm like, you know what? Let's put any new businesses on hold for at least the next 6 months, and let's work on us. And it's gonna be hard. Actually, I talked to a buddy of mine today, Matt, who lost almost 80 some pounds, and he's back to his weight again. And he's like, it was the hardest thing I've ever done to lose that weight.
Right.
And that's the thing is even to keep it off is even harder.
It's like a lifestyle change,
So
like people talk about. And the thing is neither one of us are very knowledgeable on the right way to eat. And to really learn
I think it's common.
I mean, it's common sense, like eat vegetables, and I mean, I get that. But when it comes to like making a meal for our family,
Yeah, I think
it's hard.
I think the hardest thing is just really priority. Make it. This
but it all
this
requires,
is how you do it.
It requires effort. It requires effort when it becomes to shopping and buying the right foods.
And that was kind of funny of what Dom said. This is one of Andrew's friends. He said, "You guys are successful in everything that you do. You should be able to do this. Why can you not do this?"
And I know deep down that I can do it, but I've never. It's like I have, say, 5 top priorities and it's number 6. It's not even in my top 5.
Never is. Never is.
So for once, I don't know if you got the gist of what he was saying, but a really important statement is for the next 6 months.
Yep.
He doesn't care if I have this great business idea I want to do next. For the next 6 months, this is what we're focusing on.
We're gonna work on
that. That means when spring is here,
we're in better shape.
We're gonna be freaking amazing.
Well, I wouldn't. I think it's taken a little bit longer to put the weight on than 6 months, but I'm just saying I need to be at a certain weight by the next 6 months. I mean, it's just I'm not healthy. I mean, look at me for crying out loud. But I'm happy. And I think I'm healthy, you know, according.
That's the other thing too, is even though we look like we do, we are healthy. We don't have any struggles, knock on wood somewhere. Yep. We don't go to the doctor and like, oh, you have high blood pressure and you need to take this medication every day. Like we go, we are, I don't want to say healthy because we're not healthy because we are obese, but like we don't have health
Our
problems.
organs are doing all right.
But we don't want to wait until we go to that doctor appointment and then they tell us you have all these things wrong with you, and then it's too late.
Right.
And we're only getting older, and the chances of that happening every year are higher and higher.
So of course diet and exercise are going to be an important piece. We may try some things, I don't know, but obviously doing more than what we're doing is more than, you know what I mean, than anyone sitting on the couch.
Look at what you mentioned the other day. You're like, do you think you could play basketball? I'm like, you know, like just, I don't want to have it in my mind that I need to go to the gym 7 days a week or whatever. But if we're going to have this extra time, it's like, hey, it's nice outside today.
Let's go play tennis.
Let's go play basketball. Let's do this.
Play tennis.
Just be active. And we are not active people, clearly. I'm at my desk working all day. The time.
Me too.
Yeah. So I don't know. Seems crazy.
That's kind of the plan. So we've ran 2 businesses. We're closing them down to work on us.
So Ivy and Sage, just so you know, it's not like the website's gonna close tomorrow. If you haven't noticed, if you go there, everything is buy one get one free. I'm just gonna continue that sale for a while, and I don't know if it's gonna be a month, 2 months, or what. It's kind of sad. Black Friday 2018 was 2 years ago is when I started that business, and I would have thought that I would have done it for like 5-10 years. So I mean, it's sad, but it feels right though.
Now as for my sports memorabilia, I got rid of everything. I'm good. Actually, there's a demand for it. It wasn't too hard for me to clear out my inventory, so I got rid of that. And I built this beautiful collection, like I said, made some money, and time to move on to the next thing. So, you know, today being Monday, we didn't just jump up this morning and start doing all this crazy stuff. It's a state of mind. We got to work on it, be conscious. I actually got caught up on my other business a little bit that I've been kind of slacking.
I mean, it's 5 o'clock and I've been working all day, and you've been down here working too. So
we're still trying to wrap up. We're gonna have to retool, but we're gonna start making this a priority. And I'm not gonna shove it down everybody's throat kind of thing, but through this time, and I'm not gonna just pop on here and say this is what we did today, but I'm gonna hopefully through our video presence you'll be able to see our faces get thinner.
Yeah.
And then once we've gotten to a point we can say, all right, this is what we've done.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sit and say, well, this is what you should do to get to, I want to make a little bit of progress and say, this is what we've done. Okay, if you're interested, you know, we'll talk about it more. So.
And then you may have noticed that we didn't post a video on Monday, which I couldn't tell you the last Monday. I haven't posted a video. It's been years.
Oh, really?
Well, first of all, October 1st is our 6th year anniversary of technically being daily vloggers.
I thought it was October 4th. Oh yeah, it was October 1st.
2014. Yeah. Well, we've been on YouTube for like 8 years, but we officially became daily vloggers October 1st, 2014.
Wow.
We haven't been daily vloggers for a while now. We've cut back already. But another thing we talked about is now that the kids especially are back in school, and you guys know our lives have changed with our kids, we just want to be more purposeful with our content. Not just vlog because we have to vlog, but truly vlog because we have something fun.
Something good to share.
Yeah.
Rather than, hey, grab a camera and say something kind of thing.
We don't have an official schedule, but if there's days that we don't post, it's just because it makes sense for our family that we just didn't have anything to share at that time. So.
Right. So yeah, closing one door and open others. That's kind of our plan right now. I know it's sad for us. I know you guys didn't get to share my journey on this, but it was a lot of fun.
He worked a lot.
I did. I worked my tails off.
I'm just glad to get my husband back.
I'd start every day. I'd actually do my recruiting, and then I'd move into the sports memorabilia, and I would get done at 9 o'clock at night most days.
I was gonna say 10:30.
Yeah.
He'd be packaging stuff.
Then I get up in the morning and package. It was a rinse and repeat, and there were some really busy parts of it, and some parts that were slower. But yeah, it was busy. Fun.
So I guess that's it.
That's it. So we will keep you updated on the weight loss. Hopefully we can just show you rather than talk about it, like I said. And
then you're gonna be like, what have you been doing? And
what's your secret? And we'll share that as we right. And hopefully we don't. Hopefully we don't fail again, right? Because we're failures.
This is the first time in our lives ever that we've said.
I don't know about that. We've said it before.
We've never.
We gotta do. Let's quit saying and doing.
We've never done it the way we're doing it right now.
Now last week I did use the treadmill, and it keeps breaking.
Something's weird with our treadmill. We might have to.
I went to India and China, and I got halfway through, and then the treadmill stopped working on me. The person kept talking, and I'm just standing there. So I don't know. I don't know if we have to tighten the belt or adjust it or what have you, but that's the plan.
We got to get our before pictures too.
I've already taken. You
did?
I did. I took mine last week. I kind of started this last week a little bit. I went a couple days, and then the weekend I didn't do so hot in the weekend. But we're working on it. We're gonna get there.
All right.
Peace out.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.